on that. We'll set these out of the way because now we're going to get into this thing. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is this is a little different, put my grease in the groove here for the last one. Get it in there. This holds the seal in. Get your seal in here. Okay. So these are odd seals. Okay, I've never seen these before, but this is the first time I've gotten a downfall seal kit. Okay, make that go in there. Now you have springs. You check these springs. They go down the hole. And then you got 2 pins. Don't lose these. They go on top of that spring. That's what keeps a little pressure against the valve plate in here. It's very important. You don't make a mistake with this, like that one just popped out. I'll show you here how to get this. Okay, now we have 2 more Teflon bearings on this part. So this one goes down in there. You got to work this down in there. And you need a pick to do it. So push it down in there. Okay, you can see how it looks. There's one. Okay, it's down in there. Make sure it's seated. Then you got the second one, which goes opposite way. I'm going to roll this thing like this. Get it on there. This is a Teflon bearing. Okay, there you go. So there's what it looks like. You got one facing out, one in, and these 2 little notches are where it's going to grab your pin inside here. Now you have 2 little O-rings here. That's for down here. Okay, to change. We're not worried about that right at this second. That's a little type of a drain line that I think it takes pressure off the seal from leakage, and sometimes they do that when they got a bunch of these hooked together. I very seldom think I've only seen this hooked up one time before. Okay, and it's so long ago I don't remember. Normally you don't see it on these because it's got a high pressure seal in here and it could take the load. Let me grab a special screwdriver and I'll show you how this thing installs. And then after we get it together, I'll show you how we test them on here, just to finish this off. Okay, so now, if you look in here, you got the 2 pins in there under these springs, right here. Okay, now you're going to set this part with these notches in here and lock them into those pins. You got to be real careful. Okay, because if you get it off, it won't work. Make sure. Got to get it in the center. There it is. Now you can see it's in there. It's got a little bit of pressure on it, a little bit of spring pressure. See that? Okay, now, so I'm going to turn this. I know that this is part where the notch goes, so I'm going to turn this like this to the side. Then I'm going to take a thin screwdriver and stick it down in here and do this number. See that, how I got pressure keeping it up in there? Okay, then you're going to come down here, make sure you have that seal in there, set it down on that screwdriver and just slowly pull it, boom, pull it out and it goes in there. Then we have our bolts. Put those in. Now there is a torque spec on there. I'm going to have to go look at it, but I'm just going to show you how we do this. See, you got some gaps. This has got all pressed down. That's why we're going to turn this down because I just want to get it snugged, get the thing started. So, okay, I'm off a little bit. You gotta. Okay, if you don't get this lined up perfectly, it won't start. Sometimes you can. So as you saw me hitting it earlier. It's not grabbing yet. I'm off somewhere. This is something to look out for. This. See if that does it. Oh, something else right now. It's not grabbing. I'm off. I'm off on these bodies. Why is that? That's why you try to, what it is, that roller in there is, it's tight and it's hard to move it. But you, like I said, you got to be careful. I can tell that this body is off. So I'm trying to pop it with the hammer to get these to start. You get one of them to start, it'll easily go. No, we're having a problem. So this is something to watch out for. Glad this is happening because it feels like it started. There we go. That one started. Okay, there we go. This way you don't want to hammer it too much. Make sure it sits down. Okay, I'll come back with a torque wrench. See, now you can see what it looks like. You can also see my timing marks here. See that? All goes down in line like that. Now, you can turn this way, but when you buy them, this is how they are. You can turn this head this way and that won't affect the timing, but this all has to be in line for the timing to work. And the way it works is the inside port, when you're looking at the shaft, goes counterclockwise. I remember that ICC, inside counterclockwise. So when I pressurize this, it's supposed to turn counterclockwise. Now if you don't, because the ports, one's got a choke port in there, it's a timing. Now it'll still work, but it throws your timing off, and you know they go, customer has these ID'd where what hoses go on here. If they put it the other way, it goes backwards. That's a problem. Okay, and then you got a half moon key on this. Make sure they get that back. So I'm going to show you that. I'm going to come back and torque this, and it'll be, the next video will be over on the test bench to show you how we do that. Stand by.